Ain't no way, bro. This is so sketchy. There's no way I actually win that. So, as you might know, this is not the first time I'm running a max cap move speed kit. What's different this time around though is that I'm on somewhat of a budget, as well as I'm building way more knowledge than usual thanks to being able to put move speed on every single gear piece. The only thing this kit really lacks is some HP, which makes fights against other wizards and rangers a bit difficult. And I don't really have any voice recording of these clips, so I'm gonna try to do some voiceover at least in the first bit. And the main idea behind this build is that you're incredibly agile, both while just running as well as when you're casting spells, which makes it so you can kite incredibly well. And this from here is a good example of that, because I can just run in circles forever and this barb basically can't catch me ever. And since I have such high move speed, I don't really have to be careful about this roar, because I can basically just outrun it. So as long as I somewhat keep my distance here, I should be fine. But you really need to be careful when fighting barbs, because they are so tanky. Like, you need to hit so many spells before you can go in and magic missile them. In this fight I was very close to misjudging his HP, which meant I almost died here. If he would have hit that last club hit, I would have been dead for sure. And here it looks like we have a barb. Probably not that gear though, but as a wizard you still gotta be super careful when fighting barbs, even if they don't have any gear, because they can easily kill you. But thankfully I hit my spells against this barb here, so he dies pretty quickly. I see this fighter sitting down, trying to camp, and we can't let that happen, can we? And somehow I missed that crossbow shot. I don't really know how, didn't even try to dodge it, but I'll take it. And he's got some uniques, which is nice. Right here I spotted Rogue through the door, so I just try and explode the door. Fortunately for him, yeah, he backs off just in time for the fireball to hit, so he doesn't really take any damage from it. I have to say though, double jump rogues are super scary to fight. They're so annoying, they can just jump away. Right here I predict he's gonna go up the other side, and he actually gets trapped by the skeleton, so he needs to go up there, which is just a free kill for me. Right here I should have waited for the explosion to go off before I went into the magic missile, which is basically the reason why I die. But you know, he dies as well, so it's not too bad. And right here we got another double jump rogue, which is a quite scary matchup for me. And this time I actually think he's quite geared. And while I'm trying to catch this rogue, I'd just like to say that if you like the video so far, I'd really appreciate if you left a sub. It helps motivate me to make more content like this, and I also have something big coming up, which you definitely don't want to miss, so make sure to leave a sub and maybe a comment too. I tend to read all my comments, so yeah, I'll see you in the comments. And this rogue actually just went in a corner here, so it's pretty much a free kill from this point. And when I'm trying to get up here to get back on spells, this fighter just jumps down on me. And at this point the only thing I'm really trying to do is get out of the situation and get back some of my spells, because I really can't fight this guy without spells. And this moment right here is where Magic Cloak comes in clutch big time. So I can basically just reset and then come back to the fight when I'm full spelled and full HP. So this is a pretty bad spot for me to fight in. I could have just tried to get the elevator up from the beginning here. I do try to do that a bit later, but that is too late. Yeah, I shouldn't really have fought in this place here at all. But right here I know he's gonna be 1 HP. I could have probably just sworded him from this point, which would have been a better move, I think. Late fighter on the bridge, basically just a free kill this run. Against fighters it's quite simple, really just need to dodge their crossbows and it's basically a free win. Although right here there's a bunch of mobs, so you need to watch out for those as well. Like for example, if I get hit here by the Bola Goblin, I might be dead actually. Although the fighter is quite low, but still. And he had actually killed quite a geared ranger, so that's good for me. I got jumps yet. I'm like, bro, I jumped like 2 meters in my chair from this. This is actually very good at dealing with the Savage Roar, because it basically cancels out the move speed debuff you get. Right here I didn't anticipate that there would be a goblin, so this is actually quite a bad spot for me to be in. But I managed to save it thanks to some quick thinking and some movement. Since I'm almost half HP from the Goblin Bola hitting me, I decide to reset here. And since I have a bunch of clarity pots, that's gonna be fine. I can get back some of my spells as well. Right here I see that a rogue just jumps across the room, so I'll keep that in mind for later. Right here I didn't think the barb was gonna survive a whole magic missile. I thought it was gonna be way lower than it was. And that's just barb for you. And this actually is quite bad. I am 1/3 HP. And the rogue is chasing me with the knives. But thankfully I managed to hit some spells and I can make some space between me and the rogue. I'm only showing the most interesting parts of this fight. It probably lasted for like 5 minutes or something. It was super boring. He just stood at on the other side of the room trying to crossbow me. And what was that hitbox, by the way? Yeah, so this was pretty much the whole fight for 5 minutes straight. But then I managed to kinda box him in here for a bit. His bolt headshot does about 80 damage, so he's gonna be quite low. But like, bro, I can't hit a single spell right here. This is quite lucky. I don't know why I just spammed the spells, but I managed to get him with a lightning strike there in the end. So this is quite interesting actually. I have a little spot here I like to sit on when I'm in this room and just like waiting around to see if anyone comes. And he doesn't actually spot me up here, which is quite interesting. Even if he spots me, he can't reach me, so I'm just good here sitting up, and drinking a clarity potion. But enough is enough, and I actually decide to fight this guy again. And I hit my spells and he goes down quite quickly. Let's see here. Right here, okay, that's rogue. Double jump too. No way he's going through there, right? Generally you shouldn't really be fighting around pillars like this, but I don't know, I decided that this time was gonna be different, I guess, so I did this time, and it kinda worked out for me in the end, but usually you shouldn't really fight around pillars like this. Nice. Let's see here. Yeah, it doesn't really have anything. It's so funny, like he's got a little spider body just following him around everywhere he goes.
No fight, please, no fight.
No fight, he says after he's tried to kill me.
Please, no fight.
It's just because he knows he's gonna die. This right here is a prime example on how hard it can be fighting cutthroat rogues sometimes. You basically have zero ways to slow them while they're in the air, so you really can't really kite them that well. this is another good example where Magic Lock is quite nice to have, because I can basically choose whenever I wanna fight a rogue when I'm full HP and such. I'm pretty sure he's low at this point, so I'm quite certain I can just hit him with the sword one time and he's gonna be dead. I know he's scattered, so I just do a quick little missile there. And he goes down with that crystal sword hit. But that was quite an intense fight, not gonna lie. He could definitely have won if he had just used more range. This jump here is actually a mistake from my part. I should have jumped down so he could catch me mid-air. But I get quite lucky and just bounce off his head. And here is just basically over. Get stuck by the spiders. Such a classic. And I almost died too. But there we go, that's gonna have to be it for this video. Remember, if you like the video, make sure to subscribe, it helps me out a lot. And join my Discord, link in the description. And I'll see you guys in the next one.